Eric Close played a great Tanner.
Uh-huh.
Christina Cole. Who's
Gary
playing
Cole.
Gary Cole.
Gary.
Eric Roberts.
Roberts.
I don't know.
Amanda
man.
Schull.
Amanda.
Center stage.
Amanda.
We get very, very lucky. Those are really. I mean,
Yeah.
Harold,
really
Max Toplin.
oh,
Sorry.
Harold.
Yeah.
Those are hard. Those are hard jobs to come in and kill it with a character. We only get a couple of scenes to do it. We've been so blessed with all of our guest casts. I think. Yeah.
Is there anyone you'd love to bring back that maybe you haven't been able to for various reasons, but you're hoping to get them back in?
Charles Barkley, I'd like to work with.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great day. Look,
Michael
we have
Phelps.
in the writers' room. We have sort of a bunch of cards with all the guest stars the characters' names that we've worked with over the years to remind us of them. And then what will happen is when we're breaking a story and we're trying to think of something, the character that is right to come back sort of emerges. Oftentimes 3 or 4 of the writers will all think of that character at the same time because we know it's time for that person to come back. David Costabile, for example, who plays Hardman. So there's just so many. I mean, I want them all to come back, and we can't see them all again, but I hope to see many of them again.
Yeah. Season 7 is just around the corner. We already touched on it, but it's a bit of a reset, and we're seeing some people in sort of new situations. Rachel also is finally going to be a lawyer. Does that reinvigorate you to sort of reset and see your characters in a little bit of a different situation? For you, Megan?
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course. I'm so happy that, especially reading the pilot again, you get to see where she started, even saying, talking about Harvey Specter and saying, but I don't really know him or work with him, and to watch that progression. She's worked so hard, and I love that as a role model, how she's been crafted to balance it all, but yeah, now have this place at the firm where she really knows her standing, and her office isn't just because she's a good researcher, it's because she's an associate. She's really earned that spot.
And Patrick, you're finally, I know you were away for so long and you didn't get to be in the office and you were in jail and you were just off on your
It's
own.
all over the place.
So now you're kind of, the dream team is back, as the new promo said.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like they're back, but it's also, it's a little different. Jessica leaving, I think, left a big hole in the firm, and it sort of puts this guy in the position where he's got to change how he operates, and everyone has to kind of change how they do things, because Jessica was such an important part of the firm, the daily running of the firm. And for Mike, I think, he figured out what kind of work he wants to do, and then Harvey pulled him in and convinced him that, this is a place where he can do a little bit of both. And this season's really fun to watch Mike. It's fun to read the script and see the seeds of that Mike that's like, oh, I get to help people. That's the drug. That's the fix he got at the beginning, is I actually changed a woman's life and did something great for her. And that's kind of, it means something to him, but it's not as meaningful to him in that pilot. And it sets the pace of this character that still to this day is reaching to keep changing people's lives as much as he can, but he's got to balance it with, working at a corporate law firm. So it feels like we're finally, that is coming to an absolute head now, that having to choose between those two worlds.
Well, on that note,